So you come to this bridge in an unfamiliar.
Welcome back to Breakfast Television. She struck it big as a solo artist back in 2000 with the album Hyperdramatic and singles like Tattooed. Next came 2 albums and even greater success with the chart-topping Canadian supergroup Shay. Now Damhnait Doyle is back and solo again. Her latest album, Lights Down Low, hit store shelves late last month. It covers tunes from an eclectic array of artists like Bob Marley, The Hip, Joy Division, Cheap Trick, Lucinda Williams, and Roxy Music. We're pleased to welcome back the pride of Labrador, Damhnait Doyle. Thanks for joining us. And here's the album, everybody, just so you know what it looks like when you're headed out into the stores. How you doing?
Thanks for having me. I'm great.
So,
you look great.
Oh, well, thank you. As do you. You look fabulous. What's your regimen?
You know, when I was making this record, it was a lot of this with red wine. You know, nobody really likes to talk about that in the morning, but...
you just mentioned red wine. I want to get to Danny Michelle, who actually produced this album, and this all came to be over some red wine, apparently.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I'm a very, you know, huge advocate of a lot of play mixed in with a lot of work. I went up to Danny's studio. We were going to write a song, and we were just tired because it can get draining writing songs. You're like, what am I going to write about? That plant? You know, because you have to live a little bit in order to have something to write about. And he was like, well, why don't we just record Bob Marley? It was on the radio. I was like, oh, great, let's do Is This Love, which is my favorite Bob Marley song. And we did it. It was great. And Sherry Jones, my manager, was like, okay, you have to do a whole record. So we did. And
that's how it all came to be. Now, there are a lot of like really great songs, but how do you pick? How do you pick which cover to do? Because there are so many awesome songs.
So I have like playlists upon playlists on my computer of songs we were throwing out there. But you know what? If for some reason these songs struck, like certain ones, like I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick was one of my favorite songs in high school. Just like I had visions of boogieing around friends, you know, parents' houses and listening to that song. And but they have different meanings for me, and I wanted them to be songs that were more kind of production oriented or male oriented, but had a really vulnerable lyric that was kind of being lost. So we could just kind of, you know, kind of scrape it back to the bare minimum and build it back up again. Have
you had any feedback from any of the covers, like the originals who did them?
No, we haven't sent any around yet, but I think, you know, we might
do that.
Yeah,
a little nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Definitely, I'm going to send one to Van Morrison and see if he flicks a room service tray at me, which is the last thing I heard.
Oh, God, no.
So, yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about Shay, because a lot of your fans are wondering, what's happening with Shay?
Well, you know, for the last like 8 or 9 months, Kim and I have been continuing to fulfill our obligations. We had a lot of gigs already booked before Tara left, so as Shay. And so we kind of just did our last gig that we had booked last month. We've got one more coming up for this big Chatelaine anniversary, which we're doing. So I think after that, Kim and I will perform as Kim Stockwood and Damhnait Doyle. I've been trying to get her to go Damhnait Doyle, Kim Stockwood, but she's not hearing any. She's like, always says her name first, so that's just the way it's going.
And Tara's just being a mom?
She's about to have a baby. Like, I saw her on Monday. We had St. Patty's Day together, and she's about to have a child, you know.
Good stuff. So just so people know, there hasn't been some, you know, major blowout or anything like that. It's just, you know, you're kind of going in different paths, different directions.
Yeah, I want to, like, my humorous joking side wants to go, actually.
Dish it out.
But no, like, maybe this is not the time to try and be funny. No. But no, everything's fine. You know, it was a bit like a divorce, but, you know, where we came out on the other end pretty well.
And you still love each other. All right, well, we've run out of time, but I do want to remind people that the album is in stores now. It's called Lights Down Low, and it's Damhnait Doyle, well, doing some really great covers. It's time to take a break here on BT. Good luck.
Didn't I see you crying? Oh, didn't I see you crying? Feeling all over that offend, you know I feel like dying. Oh, didn't I see you crying? I want you to want me. I need
leave you today with new music from Damhnait Doyle. As we told you earlier, Damhnait has just released a new CD with some of her favorite cover tunes. She's going to be performing at Bruce Guthrow's Songwriter Circle tonight at Casino Nova Scotia. It's going to be a great show. She's there along with the likes of Megan Smith, Susie McNeil from Rockstar NXS. This is from the new CD, Lights Down Low. Here's Damhnait Doyle with Gimme Gimme.
Watching the late show in my flat all alone. How I hate to spend the evening on my own. Autumn winds blowing outside the window, and I look around the room. It makes me so depressed to see the phone. There's not a soul out there, no one to hear my prayer. Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness to the break of the day. Blowing outside the window with that fortune to win. It's so different from the world I'm living in. Tired of TV, I open up the window and I gaze into the night. There's nothing left to see, no one inside. There's not a soul out there, help me chase the shadows away.